Italy, a country that feels like a living painting, where marble ruins whisper stories of emperors, where the scent of espresso mingles with church bells in cobbled piazzas, and every sunrise seems to pour gold over centuries of history, from the snow-kissed Alps in the north to the fiery soul of Sicily in the south. Italy isn't just one place. It's a mosaic of wonder. Cities, coastlines, volcanoes, vineyards, cathedrals, islands. Each piece tells a different story. In the next 90 minutes, we'll journey through the heart and soul of Italy, a journey not just through places, but through time, passion, and beauty. Our journey begins in Rome, the city of echoes, illusions, and yearning. Walk through the Forum, and you're stepping in the footprints of Julius Caesar. Gaze at the Colosseum, and you can almost hear the roar of ancient crowds. Rome doesn't just wear its history, it breathes it. The Pantheon's dome is still the largest unreinforced concrete dome in the world, built almost 2,000 years ago. Visit the Trevi Fountain at dawn. Not only is it emptier, but you'll catch the first light shimmering in the water. Pure magic. And yet, amidst the ruins, Rome pulses with life. Vespas buzz. Cafes spill out onto sunlit streets. It's where time bends, where modern life flirts with ancient stones. But as we leave the eternal city behind, let's head into the countryside, to a region that feels like a warm glass of red wine. Tuscany. The name alone conjures images of golden hills, olive groves, and villages painted in sun-baked terracotta. This isn't just a place, it's a feeling. Slow, timeless, romantic. In Florence, Renaissance art lives in marble and canvas. In Siena, medieval spirit still marches through the Paleo horse race. Tuscany is the birthplace of the Italian language. Dante, Petrarch, and Boccaccio all wrote in the Tuscan dialect, which became the standard for modern Italian. And the food? Simple, rustic, divine. Think wild boar ragu, fresh pecorino, truffle-scented everything. Sip Chianti under the stars, and you'll wonder if heaven is just an Italian farmhouse with a view. But now, let's trade vineyards for water and journey to a floating city built on dreams. Venice feels impossible. A city built on 118 islands, connected by 400 bridges, floating like a mirage on the Adriatic Sea. It's a place where streets are made of water and history seeps from every stone. Venice is slowly sinking at about 1 to 2 millimeters per year. Scientists and engineers are racing to preserve this one-of-a-kind marvel. At dawn, when the mist hangs low and the canals are quiet, Venice becomes otherworldly. At night, it's pure romance. Lanterns flickering on rippling waters. Music echoing off palazzos. Skip the main tourist areas by midday and explore Cannaregio or Dorsoduro for a more authentic slice of Venetian life. From silent canals, we move to dramatic cliffs, where the land tumbles into the sea in bursts of color. 5 tiny villages cling to the rugged Ligurian coast like vibrant seashells. Monterosso, Vernazza, Cornelia, Manarola, and Rio Maggiore. This is Cinque Terre, a postcard brought to life. There are no cars between the villages. You hike, take a train, or a boat, which keeps the vibe slow, scenic, and stunning. The blue of the sea, the scent of lemon trees, the taste of pesto made fresh. Every sense is alive here. For the best views, hike the Sentiero Azzurro, the blue trail, between the villages. The views will take your breath away, and so will the steps. And now, from rustic cliffs to polished elegance, let's head north, where style meets sophistication. Milan, sleek, stylish, forward-thinking. This is Italy's engine room, where fashion, finance, and design converge. But behind the polished exterior is deep history. Leonardo da Vinci's The Last Supper is hidden on a convent wall in Milan, and you need to book months in advance to see it. Milan's Duomo is a Gothic dream. It took nearly 600 years to build and is topped with over 3,400 statues. Wander through the Galleria Vittorio, and you'll feel like you're walking through a marble palace of luxury. And now the land begins to rise. Peaks pierce the sky, and lakes shimmer like polished glass. Nestled at the foot of the Alps like a silver leaf, Lake Como glistens with quiet grace. This is where Italy slows down and dresses up. George Clooney has a villa here, and it's easy to see why. The lake reflects pastel villages, misty mountains, and Renaissance estates that seem untouched by time. Take the ferry from Verona to Bellagio, the pearl of the lake. The ride alone is worth the trip. In the evening, the lake becomes a mirror, and life feels suspended between sky and water. And as we leave the still waters of Como, we rise into Italy's rugged crown of stone and snow. Jagged, ethereal, almost lunar, the Dolomites are not just mountains. They're sculptures chiseled by wind, water, and time. Located in the northern region of Trentino Alto Adige, these peaks are UNESCO protected for their geological beauty. The Dolomites were once coral reefs under a tropical sea over 250 million years ago. In summer, wildflowers blanket green valleys. In winter, snow turns villages like Outra and Cortina d'Ampezzo into fairy tales. Whether you hike, ski, or just sit with a glass of grappa, the Dolomites humble and heal. And now we drift down from the peaks to the warm belly of Italy's culinary heart. Bologna, a name that tastes like comfort. Locals call it La Grassa, the fat one, for good reason. This is where pasta is poetry. Tagliatelle al ragù, what the world calls Bolognese, was born here. Bologna is home to the oldest university in the Western world, founded in 1088. Beneath its porticos, which stretch for nearly 24 miles, stories, recipes, and songs have passed for centuries. And when the sun sets over the terracotta rooftops, the city glows like a brick red jewel. And now, we chase the sun down the spine of Italy, toward passion, fire, and ancient shadows. Naples is raw, real, unfiltered. It's the kind of place that grabs you by the collar and kisses both cheeks. This is the birthplace of pizza, and it's more than food. It's soul, fire, and flour mixed with pride. The historic center of Naples is one of the largest in Europe and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Beneath the chaotic streets lie ancient Greek and Roman ruins. Above them, Vesuvius, sleeping, but never forgotten. And just beyond the volcano, a city forever frozen in time. In 79 AD, Mount Vesuvius erupted, burying Pompeii in ash and silence. But it didn't destroy it, it preserved it. Walking through Pompeii is like stepping through a time portal. Homes, theaters, graffiti, all whisper of lives paused mid-moment. Hire a guide here. The stories hidden in the ruins are far more vivid when told by someone who knows where to look. It's a haunting, humbling reminder of nature's power and life's fragility. But from tragedy, we return to beauty, to one of the most photographed coastlines on Earth. Like a silk ribbon stitched along cliffs, the Amalfi Coast winds between sky and sea. Towns like Positano, Amalfi, and Ravello spill down rocks in bursts of color. Every turn feels like a movie scene. Every terrace, a painting. The lemons here are so big, they're almost the size of grapefruits. And the resulting limoncello? Bright, sweet, and slightly dangerous. This is not a place you rush. It's a place you feel, with salt on your skin, sun in your eyes, and joy in your glass. And just off this coast awaits an island that has seduced emperors, artists, and jet-setters alike. Capri, where cliffs plunge into sapphire blue and myths dance on the sea breeze. Roman emperors once bathed here. Today, yachts and dreams still anchor in its coves. The blue grotto glows with a surreal light thanks to a tiny underwater opening that filters sunlight just right. Ride the chairlift to Monte Solaro for views that stretch beyond belief, or get lost in the tiny lanes of Capri, where time feels thick with magic. Now we sail south, to an island born of fire, mystery, and music. Sicily is a mosaic of cultures, Greek, Roman, Arab, Norman, all layered under volcanic skies. Mount Etna, Europe's most active volcano, looms over a land bursting with life. Sicily has more Greek ruins than Greece itself. The Valley of the Temples in Agrigento is one of the best preserved ancient sites in the world. The food here? Rich, bold, unforgettable. Arancini, cannoli, swordfish kissed by citrus. And the people? Fiery, funny, full of stories. From the Alps to the islands. From ruins to runway. Italy is not just a destination. It's a feeling that stays with you long after the plane lands. So, what is Italy really? It's a painting you step into, a song you taste, a poem made of piazzas, pasta, and passion. You don't just visit Italy, you let it change you. And when you leave, you'll find that somehow, a little part of you stayed behind. Until next time, arrivederci, Italia.